glad Mike's not here.
Oh,
I'm right here.
me neither, because it is
Friday.
It is the end of the week. It's Friday.
I meant the other Mike. Last
The
week's
other
guest.
Mike,
Glad he's not here.
Bratwurst, Hot Boy,
Thank
Shane,
fucking God.
the Cannibal Gypsy, Mike G. We are here. It is Final Friday. Today, we are reviewing it's a movie.
It's a great movie.
It's one of the
Great.
absolute greats.
It's a banger.
Is it woodsy?
Oh, baby, is it woodsy?
Oh, is it just a little bit woodsy? We are reviewing a movie called Within the Woods. A little
Camp
movie.
Blood 3.
It is technically Camp Blood 3. I think it's titled Within the Woods, though.
Yes, I believe the title is Within the Woods Camp Blood 3.
Great program.
It is
I loved it.
an upgrade from the last movie, seeing as the last movie was dog doo-doo, in my opinion.
I agree.
Kind of like got away from that.
I mean, I think I
ridiculous
did
charm.
recommend it, but just because...
You recommended you
I
recommend
definitely
every
did.
Camp Blood movie, though.
Yeah.
No.
Not the fourth one?
So here's the thing, and I want your guys' opinion.
No.
They get really bad from here on out.
Oh, yeah?
Really bad. And I think that's appropriate for this podcast because we do really bad movies.
worst of the worst.
Do you want to keep going through it?
Yeah, why? Is it really horrible?
Okay, so 4 and 5 are like, you might think they're some of the worst movies you've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
But 6 onward gets back to more of this kind of feel. But 4 and 5, woo, we're in for it.
So what you're saying is we have to
We
do
have
it.
to.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah,
We gotta
we'll
get
get
through
to
it.
it. We'll
I'm
get
glad
to
you
it.
guys are in. We're
I
not gonna do
think-
it just yet. We'll take a little break, but
Execution aside, I think the premises of especially 2 and 3 are good.
the Prometheuses,
The Prometheans.
yes,
Yeah, the second one was totally fine. It was just like such
It was
horrible execution.
Yeah, right.
yes. See,
But like the
first
plot
one-
was fine. The
Yeah.
plot of this movie is good too.
Yeah, there's a charm to these movies, right? Like the
Sure.
first one has a charm.
The first one has a big charm.
Yeah, the second one, the premises was good, but the charm wasn't there. This one I think has both again.
Yeah. It's not like charming like Hawk Jones charming.
Do you think this movie's better than the first Camp Blood?
No,
You think the first Camp Blood?
there's just something about that first Camp
That
Blood that's
ending-
very. I think it's the old man.
He adds a lot.
You know what? There's nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you. The voyeur guy in this movie is epic, in my opinion.
Is he as good as the one in Metal Face?
Well, that guy's
Whoa.
literally legendary. But this guy is really
Yo.
good. Really good.
That guy gets off.
I
I'm
love
all about that.
everything about this guy. But no, this movie's got some interesting characters.
It does. It
Oh.
really does.
Look who it is.
You don't want to go to Camp Blackwood.
No, you
He's
don't.
got that pasted over Camp, Blood.
Unless you want to film a reality TV show.
That's true. So let's open it up. Let's do an open up.
Let's do it,
Yeah.
Brian.
First of all, do you like clowns? Yeah, you do. Do you like woods?
I
Yeah, you
don't.
Do you like Camp Blood movies? You're gonna get one. Do you like reality TV shows? Combine all
Sure.
of that.
Do you like The Bachelor? Shane likes The
So
Bachelor.
what we're gonna do is have a little bit of a campfire hookup scene to start the movie.
Yeah, love it,
between
love
this
it, Clyde.
brawny Trilla's character and this girl who can definitely be the next scream queen of our generation.
I hated her screams, but not as much as the main character of the whole movie. Her screams,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
at the end.
okay.
The screams in this
Okay.
movie in general were rough,
like this opening girl, she only does it once. You could deal with
but
it.
like it's like repetitively though, because it's like a scream. I think it's the way they're shooting the scream
Yes.
too, because she's like ah.
The end of this movie, when she fights,
It's ridiculous.
she screams for like 400 minutes.
It's almost like a parody of like
A scream, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It
yes.
is like a parody of a scream. I think there's artistic brilliance behind it.
Well, I'm with it because Brad Sykes is the man.
I feel like he's like behind whoever's behind the camera. He's like, you're gonna scream every time I increase the numbers on my fingers. Ready?
Yeah, just keep going. He grows like more hands.
Yeah, he goes like 17 hands.
He's like, don't stop. But yeah, all right. So the opening, girl and guy, they're both gonna get slit. They're gonna get killed.
Yeah, I mean, like, they play around. Like, she talks about her friend who's a real clam slammer.
She does say that. This is very strange.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Clam
I had
slammer?
to pause the actual like screen to just. I knew what it meant, but I just had to like make sure I added that to my everyday vocabulary. So
Clam
now,
slammer?
moving forward, I will be using
Clam
the term
slammer.
clam slammer a lot.
Sorry, I was looking at the list of like Camp Blood movies. There's actually a lot more. Like we actually don't get to Camp Blood 4 next. We go to Camp Blood First Slaughter.
So it's like a
another
prequel
whole
of the
movie?
first one?
Yes. So it goes Camp Blood, Camp Blood
There's
2,
a 9-year gap between.
Camp Blood Within the Woods, and then Camp Blood First Slaughter. Yes.
Wow.
Then it's Camp Blood 4, Camp Blood 5, Camp Blood 666, Camp Blood 7, Ghost of Camp Blood, Camp Blood 8 Revelations, and Children of Camp Blood.
So how many total movies are there?
That would
Is
be
there 10?
11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 11.
Well, we're 3 out of 11 after this episode. We're getting there. We're on our way.
Yeah, we are. There's more of these than fucking Friday.
Crazy.
It is. So let's talk reality TV, right? This is a big high production. You have the guy who's running the whole thing. You have his assistant, who's the girl, and you have the guy playing the clown. And there's literally the only people running this whole show.
That's Griff, who like also sets up the cameras and does
Yes.
a lot of that work. He's playing the clown. Then you have Ingrid, who's the welcoming wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the guy who's running the show, this secret project, this reality TV show. It's going to make them millions. Quick cash. Just like in the second movie, they're trying to cash out on the idea of the murders.
Right.
One cool horror element of this movie is that you can speculate that this killer is different in every movie. Like there's a different killer
There's definitely a different mask in this movie.
in every movie, and there's a different mask in every movie.
That is
so
accurate.
far.
No, it's always going to be a
And
different mask.
I would argue that this is the one that looks most like any sort of intimidating fashion mask.
This is a creepy one, yes.
Because the first one you could clearly see it's a mask, like it's like hanging off of someone's head. The second one is just worse, even like this one actually looks like a legitimate mask.
Yeah. There's one eventually where the tongue sticks out of the clown.
You don't respect the idea that it's a cool concept that it's a different killer just because of the legend of it.
Yes, I actually like that.
This is also the first Camp Blood that doesn't star like Trisha in it because
Yeah. But she is mentioned.
she's mentioned.
And I like that. They actually give the backstory. So we'll get to the backstory. Let's keep going. So Ingrid is going to welcome them to the camp, but then she's going to get cornered by the clown when she's leaving, right? And the clown's going to stab her because she thinks it's Griff at
It's
first.
Griff, yeah.
It's not Griff. It's the clown.
She's first death, right?
She's the first death.
No. Well, after the
Right
opening
away.
scene.
So she's the first death of
I
our
popped
cast.
so hard at that scene where they first get to Camp Blood and she's carrying like 14 bags and the guy's got nothing.
Incredible.
He's just directing her what to do.
He's great. He's a director.
What a
That's what he
heel.
does. He directs. Have you seen Brian when he directs?
Iron Fist, that kid.
No, you have to be sometimes. You're dealing with a bunch of people that just loaf. You ever deal with loafers?
Oh, yeah, we were
I mean,
we were the
you
worst.
just got unfortunately you got to like whip it into shape, or else you
Yeah.
get nothing done. You know.
Yeah, you got to whip it.
Look,
whip it
it's
good.
a big production, even though it's on a small, tiny micro budget, and you gotta make it work.
But like,
yeah.
let me say, that's the Iron Fist guy and Brian coming out.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Because like, it couldn't be easy directing us. What were we in fucking 9th grade?
Did you
11.
guys ever wear Sean John clothes listening to Sean Paul music?
Yeah.
No, actually.
No.
No, I haven't.
You were kind of like when you were growing up. You were wearing like the Echo hoodie, right? That was you.
Actually, no. I forgot those were even a thing.
I
Like,
had one Echo hoodie. Can't lie.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I had one.
I was wearing like I don't
You
know.
were like the Abercrombie and like Hollister shirts, right?
Also no.
Shane was.
What
like-
did you wear?
Shane was very Old Navy and Coles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loved Old Navy and Kohl's.
Screams Shane Smith.
Maybe a pair of New Balance, like I was a 45-year-old dad.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's where it was. What's all right?
Where's this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was getting back. I love a good transition.
All right.
So Ingrid's dead.
Hit me with some bars.
Ingrid's dead, right? And now we're going back to the campfire. See,
Yeah.
he's gonna tell the story about the clown of the area bars.
That was great.
It's actually, let's be honest, it's probably the worst thing I've ever done on the podcast. I'm not.
Well, I'm gonna hit you with it out of nowhere.
Yeah, it kind of threw me off because I don't know how to rap about Camp Blood. But I will say this is where a guy I thought was going to be the main character is talking about the history of Trisha and Camp Blood and the clown, and he talks about how there's a random flashback where the clown kills Belgium and his exotic.
Yeah, there's
This scene was fucking weird.
You guys have to get a couple of quick kills in there with the
Yeah.
bystanders. That some guy just taking photos of this chick just taking off.
Also, adds another set of titties to the movie.
I love tits.
Takes off her. She's
you
just
do.
like taking off her clothes and because she's a model and like she's taking pictures in the middle of the woods for some reason. I guess because of the scenery. It's very
Yeah.
lush. In any case, they're both gonna get fucking popped by the clown.
Yes, and we find out that clown was actually Trisha.
It's the clown.
Oh, it's the clown. The clown did it. It's the clown. But yeah, so she's been locked up in another insane asylum. So she's not the killer anymore.
Why do you think she didn't return for this one?
I actually don't know because
yeah.
it's still Brad Sykes. I don't know.
Maybe he just wanted to like take it in a different
Maybe
direction.
they had like a bad breakup in real life.
Or he just wanted to take it in a different direction.
Okay,
I'm not going to give you that much credit, bud.
thanks.
Yeah, so he's gonna tell this story, and this is gonna get kind of weird because like he's been the nice guy, so clearly now he can't share a tent with anyone. Like the guy who's an asshole has to bang the singer girl, the wannabe singer girl, and then the two other girls get to sleep in a tent
Oh, hey.
together, and then he has to sleep on the floor outside the tents by himself. Seemed kind of fucked up, if you ask me, right?
Yeah, very fucked up. Oh, are you talking about? This movie had a lot of lookalikes, in my opinion. This movie had a lot of recasts.
Are you gonna say that the guy who slept outside by himself looked like Quentin Tarantino?
Nolan? Yeah, you're looking at a Quentin
Oh.
Tarantino Topher Grace hybrid.
Yeah. I gotta say,
What the fuck?
the side plot of the blonde-haired girl being a bad singer and trying to have a music career.
Well, first of all, whatever it takes is fucking gold.
It's a
Oh,
great.
so you guys were a
movie-
fan?
Great
That movie's
song.
a fucking banger. The song, sorry,
Yeah.
that song is a fucking banger. You didn't like it?
I thought it was kind of funny.
That song was lit.
Would you bang to it like they do in this movie?
Hell yeah.
Hell
I
yeah,
know, I
dude.
thought
They
so.
banged. She bangs to her own song.
Yeah. Have you drank that yet, Mike, by the way?
Yeah, a little bit before we started.
Was it thick?
It's got.
It's a little too thick.
It's thick. It's a heavily fruited sour. It's thick.
Did you like it?
No.
Mm.
You could try it if you want.
Oh, wait. No, it's legitimately like thick.
Yeah,
It looks like cream.
yeah, it's not a beer. It's a sour.
I'm going to try it after this. So I want to try it on the air, but I will try it after. Okay. I'm sorry. I just got distracted by that.
Sure.
It happens. I wouldn't be the first person to get distracted on this podcast. We just did Wolf Cop, and I don't even know if we talked about the movie still to this day. No, right?
Probably not.
We got through it.
I'm gonna shut up. Yeah. So the next day, they're gonna wake up and realize Quentin's missing because he's been killed.
Quentin.
Yeah, he's been killed by the clown. Now, in my mind,
I didn't
this
expect him to
scene
die
makes
so
no
early.
sense because when we know who the killer is, how did they possibly do this murder?
How'd she fucking kill at the same time?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I did not expect this guy to die so early in the movie. I do like how they immediately dropped this whole cool plot he had going of a rich guy trying to not be rich by wearing shitty ass clothing.
Yeah. And he's just dead.
He's a trust funder.
Yeah, it's a shame. I liked his character. Another character that also
You guys
got
notice he? Sorry,
No, go.
I just
No,
interrupted
just interrupt
you.
me. Go.
He fucking smokes like fucking
Cigarette
like
Cigarette
every
every
minute.
scene, yeah.
8 packs during his like one day there.
Yeah. What I was going to bring up before I was so
Because like
rudely
if like the
interrupted.
clown didn't get him, the cigarettes were gonna get him, right?
Something was gonna get him.
Yeah. You know who wasn't going to get him? Griff, because he also died before the scene. That's what I wanted to bring up.
Griff is gonna get fucking popped.
And by popped, he's going to fall backwards and take like a stick through the head and out the eye.
Yeah, his eye's gonna get poked out.
Did you like how I did that?
And then I love how the guy, the voyeur, is always calling in for Griff. He's like, God, where are you, Griff?
The footage, like when you think about this show as a reality show,
camera
is
set up everywhere.
fucking terrible.
Camera set up everywhere, never catches the clown.
No.
Literally never.
The footage always corrupts when the clown shows
Even though
up.
he says he has cameras all over, he
He
clearly doesn't.
He doesn't. It's so sad.
He has like 4 shitty cameras and like like that are set up in one spot. It looks like.
Yeah, it's not well done there. The next day,
Did we bring up the jelly beans
Yeah, I
yeah,
said-
he's just snacking on jelly beans
In a
while
vase.
watching the footage.
out of a vase?
Yeah.
Epic.
Fucking
Jelly bean?
jelly bean. Who's the president who always ate jelly beans?
Oh, Taft.
Was that who it was?
Nope, I have no idea.
Was it Carter?
Man, if it's Taft, that is
was
a
it
fucking guess.
Bush Senior?
I want to say it's Carter. There's always
You
ate
think
jelly
Jimmy
beans.
was a big jelly bean guy?
Yeah, you guys talk about
Jelly
the movie.
Jim?
I'm gonna look up presidents eating bean.
What's there to talk about? They're starting to get killed now. I think we're
Yeah,
getting to
so
the
bring it up. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about death.
Sure. I mean, this is the part where they're all going to kind of get split up.
Yep, and they're gonna start to get murdered one by one, starting with the asshole guy.
Yeah, I mean, is he an asshole?
Oh, the one that like was lifting rocks earlier.
Yeah, it
He's
comes
the,
off
the
kind of like
physical trainer.
he's a physical trainer. His death is my favorite in this movie because the killer throws the machete and it perfectly goes through the back of his.
First of all, like I love like when the killers. First of all, everything's a whoosh sound.
Yes, which
And
is
you're like-
fantastic.
I love it because they don't show him actually land anything. It's always like the Friday the 13th Part 1 style where like he comes down, slices, and then you see the person like get cut. It's fucking great. Except there's like literally zero sound effects behind anything.
It was President Reagan. President Ronald Reagan was always
what?
known for eating jelly beans.
A big jelly bean guy.
It's huge. He actually, it's part of his successful attempt to give up pipe smoking. He just ate jelly beans.
Wow, I have a pipe. Why would you give that up? I guess to save your life.
Yeah, probably save your life.
Save your mouth for.
You
mouth
could come
cancer.
up with a better snack though.
Jelly.
Are you trash talking jelly beans right now? The Jelly Belly.
Ooh.
Those are classics.
Jelly belly. Yep. So yeah, he's gonna get killed. He's gonna get thrusted by a knife. So obviously he's not the killer.
Nope, he's dead.
Then you have like the girls running around now.
And the one falls off a cliff. Apparently,
Falls
she's
over-
dead.
She's dead. You just kind of off. That's off screen.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
the singer's the killer.
Total fucking.
Was there
given.
blood like
Yes.
around her?
All
There
on her-
was all
it
around her
weird,
head.
Like it was like drifted
How
around
the
her
fuck did
back
she set
too.
that up?
But the fake blood. There's fake blood in
I'm
this whole
more or less
movie.
concerned about the fact that she can teleport,
Yeah, she's a teleporter.
which is fucking wonderful.
I love it's a good teleportation scene though. So at this point, doesn't the main girl think Mel is the killer?
She sees her. Oh yeah, we didn't even mention Mel. How Mel randomly shows up. Everybody thinks she's the killer,
Yes.
especially the trainer.
Yes.
Mel's the killer. So Mel shows up. Mel is like trying to refrain the main girl, like, but Mel gets fucking killed too.
Yeah.
So she's not the killer.
And now it's just the main girl and the clown, and you're like, oh, it's either the girl that got killed off screen, or it's a random, because it's actually, it's not the voyeur because he is actually watching this. And then she finds Griff dead. She calls in the voyeur, so he's gonna come and save her. And now, please, for the love of fucking God, explain to me, how does the voyeur show up and shoot the clown 7 times and the clown not die?
Yeah, doesn't die. You think it's superhuman and not a pop singer, a failed pop singer.
Yes. So how is this clown alive?
I don't know. I have a lot. I don't know a lot of things too. Do you think Mel was wearing the same clothes as Harris in the first movie? It looked like she was wearing.
It looked like
I think they were
identical.
kind of going for that.
Yes, it looked identical. I honestly, it made it too obvious it was Mel though. The movie was just like, "Yo, it's fucking Mel," but it was never Mel. We all knew it wasn't Mel.
No, yeah.
Did you know it was the pop singer?
I think it was pretty obvious, right? Like,
Obviously,
I think
yeah.
that's a pretty much a given. But I mean, her motives make sense. She wanted to be famous.
Anything to be famous.
Yep. Whatever it takes, literally.
Literally, whatever it takes. Let's talk about the ending. So they get back. So while the guy's driving home, the main girl, and he's like, "We can't talk about this." She's like, "No one knew we were out here, so we're just gonna pretend nothing happened. We're gonna go our separate ways."
Love him.
And he's like, "How's Check for Million sound?"
Wasn't the winner of this game show like reality also $1 million?
I would like
Yes.
to know how
Where the fuck does this guy get this
how
money?
is that going to happen? Because they literally, you could tell they don't have the money.
He
The
clearly doesn't
production-
have like a studio behind
No.
him.
No.
He's got no. They're gonna go there. He's gotta find the footage that they have any involvement. Wipe it. Thing is, Clown's gonna show up. Clown is not dead.
No, the clown is actually going to cut off the voyeur's hand, and that kills him somehow.
I love that scene where he's just holding his hand. It's cut off.
It's just like, ah.
I literally love the scene though where the clown.
How did she know where this place was?
I don't know.
His like studio.
I don't know.
Oh, where the clown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She mapped it out. I don't know.
But
Well,
this plot holes are beautiful.
my favorite scene in this movie is literally when we've passed it already, but when she sees like the dead girl
Yeah.
on the floor or whatever, and then she's like running around, and then she gets chased by Griff.
Yeah.
Well, she gets chased by the clown who the main guy, the voyeur, is watching through the camera, thinks is Griff, and he's eating jelly beans, and he's like, "Oh, get her, Griff!"
He's such a good actor.
Epic.
He's so good. He's so good. I yelled. I got excited.
He's epic. I love it.
So after, now going back to where we were, though, the clown's going to swing at the main girl. He's going to hit a wire that's going to electrocute the clown.
I love the electrocution.
And the girl is going to yell, ah, ah,
Yep.
ah.
It's the screams in
For-
this movie.
For legit, I think it goes on for like 3 minutes.
Yep.
Just her screaming. And I actually had to keep lowering the volume on the TV.
You were scared of like disturbing your neighbors.
Yeah, well, they thought like a woman was actually being like
You're gonna like
raped.
get a cop showing up at your house.
Like, why is there a woman screaming in your apartment for 3 minutes? It was bad.
Do you know your neighbors? Are they nice people?
They keep moving.
Okay.
So no, I mean they might be nice. I don't know. They change too much. Yeah. So then the cut to the next day. Our main character's driving in the car, and the guy on the radio is like, "Well, this is kind of sick, but we're gonna play the song of the Killer Clown."
Yep. Whatever it takes. And apparently the main girl,
She got her wish.
Yeah.
she's like got famous, but
Unfortunately, it was a dying wish, though.
Well, no, but you
the main girl
credit
was
to
gonna profit off
Yeah.
of it. Looks like 'cause she's
maybe she has a family that could profit off of it.
whatever it takes, baby.
Whatever it takes.
Like her will, it says
hot prof.
whatever. Hot prof.
This is hot
Well,
prof.
that's Camp Blood 3. That's within the woods, as they say nowadays.
What does she say? The last line. She's like, "We both won" or something. What does that mean?
I
don't
guess
know.
she's technically the last person.
Oh, because she
alive.
didn't die.
Yeah,
so that's
they
a,
both
that's,
won.
That's a
It
W.
was very out of correct characteristic for a character too.
It made no sense. So let's see if we're gonna give this movie a W.
That's my thigh.
Okay, so here's the thing. We trash talked some of this movie, and some of it was rightfully deserved. But for a Camp Blood trilogy, I gotta say, I love them. They're kind of fun to watch. They're like, there's a lot of mistakes, and it's pretty dumb, and none of it makes sense. But I kind of like it a lot.
Yeah, no, I think this movie went back to like what the first movie capitalized on, where the characters were also like the acting is obviously bad, but the characters are like the actors portraying these characters. They do a good job of making it funny.
Yes.
Where the second movie was painfully unfunny.
Yes.
This movie was funny, like the first one was.
I agree.
So I think they kind of went back to their roots a bit. It was very similar in plot to the second movie, but it just had better. It literally was a
Right, you're right about it's like because the second one's like they want to make a movie. This one's like let's make
show?
a TV show.
like. They kept mentioning they can't go into the woods where the clown just can't go into the woods. Did anybody see woods throughout the movie? No, definitely not.
No, there's never woods.
Yeah, that's what I was like reading a lot of the reviews. I'm like, this movie looks like it was clearly shot in like the Hollywood Hills or something. Like, hey,
there's a lot of open
Where
fields.
there's no
There's
trees.
a lot of rolling hills and no woods. But yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot more than the second. I don't know if it's better than the first, but I definitely liked it a lot, and I'm really excited. I like the concept of. I'm not kidding. I like the concept of like there's a different killer almost.
Yep.
Well, theoretically, it may be her, like the girl Trisha, the first two, but probably not.
Yeah, it's
I
probably.
like how
Harrison
it's a
the
different
other way.
different killers
like,
carrying on this legend.
Adam Brody from Jennifer's Body.
Yeah,
His method of getting famous, almost.
yeah, sure.
Let me see. I thought this was an easy watch, though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
it
loved
was-
it.
Some of the shit we talk about is on this pod is
A hard
definitely
watch.
a hard watch. This was an easy watch for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Charmed. I was charmed.
Charm. So next week we're gonna charm the fucking pants off of you guys.
Yeah, we are.
Because like I said, I alluded to it last week. Now it's coming up. It's been the 2 weeks. We're going back to the Steven Seagal well. We're doing The Foreigner.
Thank.
This
Thank
is the first
God.
movie in the Jonathan Cole series.
Yep, yep.
Because we did Black Dawn.
I'm so freaking excited for this movie because
You
I've
are
never
pumped.
seen it.
You are
I've said this before.
pumped.
How
I am.
badass is that name, dude?
Jonathan-
Jonathan Cold.
Yeah, 'cause
I love
it's
it.
One cold brew.
It's almost as badass as just having the name Steven Seagal.
Yeah, he's
I heard he's like a shitty dude in real
Oh,
life.
he's a horrible person, but we bring it up all the
Well,
time.
speaking of Steven Seagal, do you love how Griffin in this movie? He's like, "Oh, you're not touching me. I'm a keto black belt."
That's very Steven Seagal of him.
I love how he said it, and then literally got destroyed by a
This is
female.
fucking
Yes.
A female pop
ass
singer.
rock.
Yes.
And then you just don the costume, you become the clown, you just become supernatural.
you're so
you
strong.
survive 7 bullets. You can fuck up black belt Aikido artist.
You could get hit by a
Martial
car. Like, anything's possible when you don the
You know what I
clown.
realized
through
about
the
this
car.
Camp Blood series? Big on the female killers.
Yeah, all 3 were a female killer.
Yeah.
Let's see when we get to Camp Blood First Slaughter. But that won't be for a little bit.
Let's speed this up. I want to get through all of them.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry. But we got some sexy ones coming up.
Ooh.
So sexy. One of the movies coming up features mainly porn stars and strippers.
It's true. It's gonna be a fun ride.
It's going to be a fun ride.
You ready to try that thick beer or whatever
Yeah,
it is?
let's end the episode so I could try thick beer.
Peace out.
Yeah, it's how we're ending this one.
See you guys